that shows that you have a low self-esteem. But before we comment, I want you to invite loved ones to join this live discussion. Invite your friends to join this live discussion. It's just a brief discussion. I'm not going to take much of our time today because tomorrow is church. I don't want to miss tomorrow's service. So, if you have these 12 habits, you may be experiencing low self esteem. One is constant self criticism, engaging in negative self talk, and being overly critical of yourself. And two is seeking approval, relying on others' validation to feel worthy of accepted. Three is comparing yourself to others, constantly measuring your worth based on others' achievements or appearance. Four is fear of failure, avoiding challenges or risks due to a fear of not meeting expectation. Five is neglecting self-care, putting others' needs before your own and neglecting your self-care practice. Six is difficult in accepting compliments, feeling uncomfortable or unworthy of receiving compliment from others. Seven is perfectionism, setting unrealistic standards for yourself and feeling inadequate when you fall short. Eight is avoiding new experience, sticking to familiar routines and avoiding new opportunities or challenges. Four is over apologizing excessively, even when not at fault, to avoid conflict or displeasing others. 10 is people please singing. People please singing, prioritizing others' needs and opinion over your own, leading to a lack of self or selfless effectiveness. 11 is negative body image, having a distorted or critical views of your physical appearance, leading to low self-worth. Then 12 is lack of boundaries, difficulty in setting and maintaining personal boundaries, resulting in feelings of being taken advantage of or appreciated. So I will go here, I will explain in details the explanation of each habit that may indicate low esteem. Like I said, the first one is constant self criticism. When you engage in negative self talk and criticize yourself excessively, it can erode your self esteem over time. It's important to practice self compassion and challenge and even negative thought. So the second one, like I said before, is seeking approval, relying on external validation to feel worthy or accepted can indicate low self-esteem. Building self-confidence and self-acceptance is key to reducing the need for constant approval um, from others. Also, comparing yourself to others, constantly measuring your worth against others can lead to feeling of inadequacy and low self-esteem. Focus on your unique strengths and accomplishments rather than comparing yourself to others. So the fourth one I mentioned before is fear of failure, avoiding challenges or risks due to fear of failure can indicate low self um, esteem. So if you are watching and you are still with me, please I want you to leave a comment so I will welcome you specially. If you've not shared our post, do where to share the post, do where to like, do where to comment. It gives us um more morale to carry on. So I'm still on the fourth one. I'm explaining this um all the 12 habits I listed before when we started. So the fourth one is fear of failure, avoiding challenges or risks due to a fear of not meeting your expectation. The fifth one is neglecting self-care, putting others' needs before your own and neglecting um, self-care practice. The sixth one is difficulty in accepting compliments, feelings uncomfortable or unworthy of receiving compliments from others. The seventh one is perfectionism, setting unrealistic standards for yourself and feeling inadequate when you fall short. So eighth is the eighth one is not. Please, if you are watching me, I want you to leave a comment. People are watching, but they are not commenting. They are not. Like I said, this is a discussion live section, please, and I want to see your contribution in this live section. If you are watching, leave a comment so I welcome you specially. So the eighth one is avoiding new experience, sticking to familiar routine and avoiding new opportunities or challenges. So the ninth one is um over apologizing excessively even when not at fault, to avoid conflict or displeasing others. Romney, thank you for your contribution. So even when you are not displeasing others. So the tenth one is people pleasing, prioritizing others' needs and opinions over your own, leading to a lack of um, self assertiveness. So the 11th one is negative body image. So having a distorted or critical view of yourself, of your physical appearance, leading to low self-worth. So also the last one I mentioned was the lack of boundaries, difficulty in setting and maintaining personal boundaries, resulting in feeling of being taken advantage of or unappreciated. So now I will go in details how we can explain all this, what we need to understand, what you need to do to avoid this thing. So the number one is constant self-criticism. When you engage in negative self talk and criticize yourself excessively, it can erode your self-esteem over time. So it's important to practice self-compassion and challenge negative thoughts. The second one is seeking approval, relying on external validation to feel worthy or accepted can indicate low self-esteem. Building self-confidence and self-acceptance is the key to reduce the need for constant approval from others. The third one is comparing yourself to others constantly. Constantly measuring your worth against others can lead to feeling um, of inadequacy and low self-esteem. Focus on your unique strengths and accomplishments rather than comparing yourself to others. So the fourth one is fear of failure, avoiding challenges or risks due to a fear of failure can indicate low self-esteem. Embracing failure as a learning opportunity and building your future can help boost your self-confidence. Then the fifth one is neglecting self-care, putting others' needs before your own and neglecting your self-care practice can indicate a lack of self-worth. Prioritize your self-care activity that nature your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. The sixth one is difficulty accepting compliments. Feeling uncomfortable or unworthy of receiving compliments can stem from low self-esteem. Practice accepting compliments graciously and internalizing positive feedback. So the seventh one is perfectionism, setting unrealistic standards for yourself and feeling inadequate when you fall short can contribute to low self-esteem. So embrace imperfection and celebrate progress rather than perfection. So the eighth one is avoiding new experiences, sticking to familiar routines and avoiding new opportunities or challenges can indicate a fear of failure or rejection. So which may be linked to low self-esteem, embracing new experiences as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. So the ninth one is over apologizing. Apologizing excessively when not at fault can stem from a fear of upsetting others or seeking constant approval. Set boundary and practices assertiveness to reduce over apologizing. The tenth one is people pleasing, prioritizing others' needs and opinion over your own can lead to feeling of being unappreciated or undervalued, contributing to low self-esteem. Practicing setting boundaries and expressing your needs assertively. The 11th one is negative body image. Having a distorted or critical views of your physical appearance can impact self-esteem. Focus on your self-acceptance, body positively and practicing self-love regardless of your external appearance. So the last but not the least is lack of boundaries. Difficulty setting and maintaining personal boundary can lead to feeling of being taken advantage of or unappreciated, affecting self-esteem. Establishing clear boundaries and asserting your needs can help build self-respect and self-worth. So I'll be ending this because I said I don't want it to be longer than it is. So by recognizing this habit and actively working on improving them through self-awareness, self-compassion, and self-care, you can gradually boost your self-esteem and cultivate a more positive and confident self-image. Remember that building self-esteem is a journey that requires patience, self-reflection, and a commitment to self-growth. Okay, my lovely family, thank you so much for joining me in this live section. As I've come to an end of today's episode, I will see you again tomorrow after program. See you again. I will bring in more topic and videos that you will enjoy. Please do wait to thank you for the thumbs up. Do wait to always comment, share, like on our posts. That will help us, give us more motivation to always bring the good news to you. Okay, see you again on our next upload. Thank you for joining us. Bye. Ebenezer, Ebenezer.